Happy Valentine's Day to each and every one of you wonderful people out there. As you see, I have Andy with me for my live stream today for hanging out with me. I've never had her on my stream, so I had to get her over here. So Andy, if you would like to introduce yourself, talk about your channel and your projects and everything.
Yeah, yeah, I am True Blue Quilts online, and I do a live sew and chat every Wednesday, is my schedule, but it's so much fun being part of this YouTuber community. That's how you and I got connected, Donnell, and
Yes.
yeah, I'm so thrilled to be here with everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. I live in Arizona, and February 14th is Statehood Day. And
Oh,
we
that is so pretty.
this fabric was for our centennial back in 2012. So I always bring this quilt out because I did a postage stamp version of the Arizona flag.
Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous.
So I have an explainer video on my channel because this was, like I said, epic project. These are 1 inch squares. And for the centennial, I planned this quilt to have 2012 pieces.
Oh my
So
goodness
it's
gracious.
like it's really significant for Arizona. And then you can't see it because I was a little bit shy and did blue thread on the black background, but I stitched all the names of our governors in the border.
Oh
So, and
wow, that is amazing.
then there's some other uh, detail here in the quilting. Um, I said Arizona 1912 to 2012, and I think I'm going to go back over that with crystals someday, or maybe a different color thread. I'll come back and quilt over that so you can actually see. But yeah, I put a lot of details in the free motion quilting that I explain in my other video, but that's my Arizona quilt.
That is gorgeous. I love the colors. I love the design. And
It
you
was
said 1 inch pieces on there?
Yeah, I mean, you could and since I wanted it to be super scrappy, I cut them at 1.5, and so I sewed every individual square. It
Okay.
wasn't it wasn't a split
I was
piece.
like, oh my God. I was thinking they were cut at 1 inch and
No, no,
come
no,
out to be a half an inch finished. I'm like,
no, no. They're 1 inch finished. They're 1 inch
I'm
finished.
like, how did you get that under your needle?
I'm crazy, but not that crazy. Yeah, I had a big graph paper grid with all the sections so that I could do them in like 9 patches and stuff and sew them together. So yeah,
Oh,
that
that
was
is
a fun
awesome.
project. And then just for you,
Uh-oh.
I wanted to show off my nomies.
Nummies! Oh, I love it. So pretty.
So yeah,
Okay,
this was a
the one wearing the purple and the one wearing the pink on the other end is like
yep,
my favorites.
yep. They all kind of this guy's pretty cute.
And because today is Valentine's Day, I had to wear
Uh-huh.
my
Aw.
Valentine heart nomies.
Yep, those are super cute. Super, super cute.
I was going to
Yeah, I
wear one of
mean,
the new shirts that my sister-in-law sent me that I just got yesterday. I'm like, no, it's Valentine's Day. I gotta wear hearts and gnomes.
yep, yep. Um, everybody's saying hi in chat. Hello, hello.
Yeah, so let's see here. We have Michelle and Andrea, Laura Lee, Tasha, Don Stewart, Vintage Joe, Joyce Hernandez, June Hanston, Lily, Lori. Let's see here. Andrea saying that is so cool.
Thank you, everybody.
Dawn says she loves the gnomes. Vintage says Andy has gnomies. And we got Deb Cornell, Yo Patty G. Okay, I think I made it to the bottom.
Yeah.
So if I miss your name today, I am sorry. Foundation paper piecing today, guys. Andy told me she was going to be working on her foundation paper piece. I'm like, okay, I'll work on my lion.
Yep. Yep. So Donnell's got that gorgeous lion in the
Yes.
background.
I am
And
working on the row that has his mouth this month. So I'm like, oh, after Auntie Donna says, after I get past the part that has the row that has the mouth, then it's all big pieces from there and it'll go very quickly. I'm like, yes.
finally, finally. Yeah, and I'm doing some little piecing with this. Uh, these diamonds are the Atomic Starburst pattern from Violet Craft.
Those are
And
so pretty.
yeah, so this one was my favorite blues. Had to start with the blues, but for Valentine's Day, I'm going to use some red.
Ooh, don't show that to Amy Demet. She might try to get your red polka dots.
Right? So let's see. Getting ready
Hello,
to.
Diane Smith. How are you guys doing today? So what is everybody else working on today, being Valentine's Day? Are you working on anything lovey-dovey? Let's see. So I got my papers. I pulled out the fabric or the papers for my first 3 blocks of row E, and I already got them folded and started pulling out my little swatches I have made here, so that way that I can get the fabrics pulled out that I need.
Yep, I need to grab my rotary cutter.
And if you guys hear a whole lot of chirping, it is because Peaches is over here going crazy. And thanks to Michelle last night, now I cannot get Princess Peaches out of my head.
I
Every time I
have
look at her
a
now, I'm even starting to call her Princess Peaches. I'm like,
so I
thanks,
just when I
Michelle.
paper piece, I just take long strips of fabric and eyeball and chop them up. I don't cut pre-assigned pieces, and I don't haven't folded my paper. So I have this nice old Valentine from my hubby to use as my folding tool.
Yeah, my folding tool is the card that came in with the foundation paper pack
Yep,
that I bought of Carol Dokes.
that's a
So this
good.
is what I always use for my folding.
Yep. I need to order some more of my
Yeah,
True
me and
Blue
you both.
Quilt postcards, and that those are good things to use for.
Let's see. Joyce Hernandez said she's working on her Heart's Desire, which is the sew along that I'm doing.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I saw
Yes,
that
yeah, I figure
pattern.
every other month I'm gonna do a sew along. That way, if people are not at the same speed as I am on that month, then that gives them a whole nother month to catch up.
Mm-hmm.
As well as on the off month that I'm not doing it so long, I'll be working on my whips. Like next month, I'll be working on my Donnell's bees, which is the pattern that Andrea designed for me.
Oh, nice.
It's essentially honeybees using like 1.5
Mm-hmm.
inch pieces to create honeybees that are forming my initials, donnellsstitchery, which is also my real initials,
Uh-huh.
and then have a beautiful honeycomb background.
That will be very cool.
Yes. I'm like, I cannot wait to get it done. It's gonna be super gorgeous. It's like it was something I seen when I was in a dream one night, and I'm like, I don't know how to get this written up into a pattern.
Uh-huh.
So I reached out to Andrea. I'm like, Andrea, this is what I'm thinking. Can you come up with something like that for me?
Quilters are so awesome. I love having collaborations like that.
Oh no, Andrea, I'm sorry. She says, I'm trying to get this video ready to upload so I can go to bed. I have been up all night and most of the day yesterday. I might not stay awake, but I am trying. Girl, give it
Yep.
up. Go to bed. It is not worth your health to overexhaust yourself. And plus, that's when you make mistakes. Go sleep, sweetheart. You can always catch the replays.
Oh, might help if I actually folded the paper first. I'm getting here ready to sew and
Yo,
missed a
Patty G says, FYI, Andy's a little bit different ruler is my new daily
step.
ruler.
Yeah, that's so one of the things I love is half rectangle triangles. And you have to, since they're not the normal angle on rulers, you usually have to have special tools or use some tape on your rulers and stuff. So I was doing so many with this 2x3 size that I had a ruler made, and it's got these diagonal lines already set. You can see them there. So
Yeah. Oh,
I use
wow.
I use that corner all the time to make my half rectangle triangles for my little bit different blocks. And they finish at this 6x9 size. But they've also got the 1/4 inch is really bright. And so
Oh, yeah,
Andrea
I
from
see.
Mama J
Yeah.
was saying that she uses this for her paper piecing because she can get that 1/4 inch. I always go back to my add a quarter ruler when I'm paper
I'm like,
piecing.
speaking of
So,
1/4 inch, where's my 1/4 inch ruler? Uh-oh. My Fallon ruler is not in here.
oh,
It is. I think my room ate it.
that can happen.
Uh-huh. Okay, I should probably get busy pulling out fabrics.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. CFYW. I would normally try to have this stuff already pulled out and ready to go, but I was running a little bit behind this morning. Oh, Michelle, those six squares I told you guys I misplaced or didn't cut or something. I found them this morning. I got those last few hearts done. I was so happy. I was like, oh, thank goodness gracious.
Yeah. Okay, gotta follow the numbers.
Okay, so that's what I need for the first one. These I'll put back in the sandwich baggie because I don't need these. So what I do is for each of my each of the little codes, letter codes on the papers, I figured out how I wanted to do it by photocopying Hey Heather, by copying and Hey Raven, by copying the picture of the lion using my printer and printing it out black and white. So that way I can find out where my lights, mediums, and darks are all at. So I can figure out my fabric placement. And then I wrote down each of the letters and put a little swatch of the fabric that is going to be on there to coordinate for those fabrics or for those letters. And that's how I did the figuring out of that. The only way I was able to do this and keep it all together in my brain. Hello, Miss Linda, our cell lady.
Hello, hello.
If you guys have any questions for Andy, just put it in the chat because I have my phone right down here where I can be able to see too, so that way I don't miss anything.
I know I get busy sewing and I forget to look at the chat, but I've got my phone up here on my this sewing machine has this lid and it makes it really easy to just pop your phone right up there at eye level.
Oh my gosh, I never even thought about that. Mine's got a lid up there too, but I took mine off a while back because it interfered with the way I used to have my setup.
Hmm.
I never even thought about that. I should put the lid back on there and do that. But what I usually use right now is my husband got me this cute little stuffed
Oh,
animal, and It's like a phone stand. So
Yep,
when it's sitting on the desk, the phone sits right down onto his legs or her legs and it holds it.
there you go.
So I just keep that right over here beside of me, which whenever I'm in here sewing and I don't feel like booting up my computer, but I want to watch YouTube, I'll do it right onto my phone right here and be able to listen and everything while I'm sewing. Hey, Sylvia. See, good morning for a bit. Day has started. I'm assuming busy day has started. Lori's already sending Sophie away. Aw, poor Sophie. Okay, so for this first one, we need the dark blue stripe, medium blue stripe, and the sky blue. This sky blue fabric has lasted me a really long time because this is all the leftovers. This fabric right here
Wow.
is all the leftover fabric from when I made my youngest son his quilt a long time ago, like years ago. So I'm like, man, I'm like, this thing's lasting forever.
Yeah, those scraps tend to just multiply.
Yes. I'm like, what better way of me using up some of these scrap fabrics than to just put them into my quilt that I designed the colors for?
Hmm.
Let's see, making sure I don't miss anything important. Everybody's still saying hello to each other.
Yep, yep.
So, do you have any big plans for Valentine's Day?
I have not even really discussed anything with my husband. We saw my brother and sister-in-law yesterday for a family dinner, and then we're going out with my parents tomorrow. So it's like, I think we're just gonna stay home tonight. And my daughter, of course, has got special things planned with her boyfriend, so we'll let the young kids do all the lovey-dovey stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, the husband and I are going for a dinner and movie over at a friend's house. And then we'll be home early, so that's about all we're doing. We don't usually make too much of a big fuss over Valentine's Day, so
No.
Sweetest Day is the big one for us because that's the anniversary. The weekend at or the Tuesday after Sweetest Day back in 2002 is the anniversary of when we got together.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Yeah, so
we've been doing big celebrations because this is our 25th anniversary year. So
oh,
we
awesome.
went out to dinner on the anniversary of our first date. Um, Unfortunately, the restaurant that we ate at 25 years ago has closed. So we
I
went,
got the same issue. Our very first date was at TGI Fridays,
so
and they closed down the doors. We were able to do our 10-year anniversary there, but nothing since. So I'm like, you meanie butts.
yep, we ate at Macaroni Grill if you ever had those nearby. We That was our first date.
Aw,
And um, we started talking about getting married on Valentine's Day, so this is another fun,
very exciting.
fun, momentous occasion. Yeah, my
So how
daughter
did
was,
you and hubby meet?
I actually, one of his friends introduced us because I was working with her in Girl Scouts and was talking about the lack of responsible men, that because the previous guy I had been dating, his mom still did his laundry. which I thought was like really weird. So I was complaining one time after at one of our planning meetings when it was just adults. I was like, I'd really like to find a guy who does his own laundry. She was like, I know somebody. And then it was a funny,
Ask and you shall receive.
right? But it was kind of a funny comedy of errors for her to actually get us introduced. So yeah, that was, but here we are, 25 years later.
Sylvia says to know if the chair was higher, that lion would be peeking over.
I know it does look like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, but once I get this row here, Jenna, then his mouth will be right over the chair. Then I gotta be careful because then he becomes dangerous since then he's got a mouth.
Okay, so what is your favorite, since we're talking Valentine's Day, favorite chocolate treat?
Ugh, that's a hard one. I would probably have to say milk chocolate Hershey bars.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I um
I love taking just like the little tiny pieces of it, put it in my mouth, and just let it melt on my tongue.
yep, yep. I go for dark chocolate. So um but the same thing. I'll take the Dove little squares and I'll take 4 or 5 bites out of those just to make them last.
Yes, I love the Dove as well. It's hard for me to decide what's my favorite because I just love junk food so much.
Hmm.
I didn't get to be a chunky monkey for nothing.
Oh, chocolate covered strawberries. Good idea, Heather. We
Yes.
we have
I don't think
a
I've ever had chocolate covered strawberries before.
oh really?
Yeah. I've always seen them, but I don't think I've ever actually had any.
It's been a long time since I've had any fudge, and that
Oh,
has been on my mind recently. I'm like, I really need to go out to, you
see,
know,
my husband and son actually learned how to make fudge homemade
nice.
from cocoa powder and everything, and
Mhm.
it was so good.
Yeah. And now that we're talking about this, there is a local, they call it the Chocolate Affair. It's like a local uh, goodie festival. And my friend has a pastry business. And so she was talking online this week about, hey, everybody come see me at the Chocolate Affair. I may have to go down and say hi to her and find some fudge to celebrate Valentine's Day.
Yes.
And that piece, oh yeah, I guess I've got enough of a seam allowance
See,
there.
Cora says Fannie Mae turtles.
Oh yeah.
That Sylvia says dark chocolate 70%. Heather says those are my Valentine gift to myself this year. Andrea says my husband and I got married in Vegas and stayed in the bridal suite. They had
Ooh,
chocolate covered strawberries and champagne in the room for us. Yummy.
yep. I think we did that on one of our early anniversaries. We like to do staycations
Uh-huh.
because we got married in Arizona on the 4th of July. So the only good thing about getting married at the height of summer is that now we can get cheap rates because no one comes to Arizona when it's 115.
Yes.
So we do the staycations, and I think one year we did, we told them it was our anniversary and they put us in a nice room and gave us the wedding package.
Aw, super sweet. I'll be back to talking in just a second. Just cutting
Yep.
fabric.
I had to rip. I didn't leave myself quite enough seam
Oh
allowance.
no.
So I'll just carefully rip that out and do a better placement of the fabric.
Oh wow, Andrea says that was 25 years ago last October.
This is one of those spatial things that since paper piecing, you're doing everything backwards. It's like I shifted it too far to one side and it needed to be the other side of the paper to get the seam allowance. So I think I'm
Yeah,
good.
I'm not good at paper piecing whenever it's on an angle. So I've learned to cut like extremely bigger than what I actually need
Yep.
because otherwise I'm gonna have to budget.
And I know that is why some people don't like paper piecing is because you have to cut oversize and waste
Yeah, I mean there is a
fabric.
lot of waste, but I mean, what are you gonna
They're
do?
they're always making new fabric. So, luckily, um, we can we can budget in other ways to make up for a
Yes.
few of these projects that have more waste.
Okay, how do I want this to go? Okay, like this.
Yep, this one was same thing. Darn it. Or hang on. No, I think when I press that angle, right.
Okay, think I finally get to make my first stitch.
Okay. Yes, Rita is another Arizona quilter. She lives a couple hours south of me, so she's even a little bit hotter most of the year. But she says 115 is not so bad. It is when it hits 120 plus that you want to go crawl in the deep freezer. And I agree. Um,
Okay, I'm not gonna
there's,
lie. I want to go crawl into the deep freezer at 85.
yeah. um,
I used to love the heat when I was in my 20s. Now, if it's more than 85 or if it's more than like 80, I don't want it. I want nothing to do with it. I can't handle it.
yeah, I enjoyed uh, my daughter's figure skating career when we had to go to practice in the middle of summer and I could just sit in my shorts at the edge of the ice rink.
Oh, I believe it. Raven goes, ha, same Danelle. Yeah, I can't
Um,
do heat. Not since I hit menopause.
yep.
I'm just like, nope, I can, I
Okay.
don't got that in me.
Um, but to Rita's point, there when you've lived here a while, there are definite stages. The 100 to 110 is getting warm. 110 to 115, 16 is, yeah, you're feeling the heat. And then 120, you're just like, oh, oven.
Yeah, I mean, it's essentially the same as like the cold temperatures here.
Right, right. And that's what
So,
I tell people, you guys and your blizzards and, heavy snow, you just stay inside when it's bitter cold. And same thing for us when it's really, really hot. We just find air conditioning, thankfully.
yup. Which is this guy blue again?
Oh, and Sylvia's in Alaska and she says it's hot in the 70s. Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it needs a bit. Yeah, my theory is perfect temperature would be 55 at night and for good sleeping, and then 75 during the day.
that's about right.
Okay, that's the ideal temperature because that way there it's not too hot outside, but not too cold either. And it's great temperature for sitting by the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like my son is probably up. Hear little Miss Pitsy in there barking. And they're usually quiet until one of the guys get up.
Yeah. Well, Zoom is doing a good job. I don't hear anything but a few chirps.
Yeah, that's mainly um my microphone. It does really amazing for noise
Mm.
cancellation. Everybody goes, 55 is cold. Well, yeah, where you're at, 55 would be cold because you're not used to that. Me, I need the 55 for good sleeping because I got us all those night sweats.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I've pretty much gotten past all that and everything, except for every once in a blue moon, I'll still have a little bit of a night sweat or hot flashes, but for the most part, I'm past it. So,
I'm hoping one of these days to be done with all that, but my body just
uh, that's very sweet of you, Rita, or not Rita, but Sylvia. She said right now she's
mm.
caring for her mom in Mojave Desert. But what were you saying? I'm so sorry, I didn't
No,
mean
I
to
was saying
interrupt.
I just have to be an overachiever and go on for years with these menopause symptoms.
Yeah, I've been at it since before COVID.
Yeah.
Right when I think, okay, I might be actually coming out of it now, then it's like, nope. I'm like, oh, okay.
I'm getting really uh picky with my seam allowance. I'm chopping off some of that red so that it doesn't shadow through.
Oh yeah, especially with having a light colored background.
Yep. And since you shorten your stitch length so much, you can get away with some narrower seams.
Yup.
But I had to do I mean, look at this. I needed this nice big piece for this tiny sliver of
Oh my
the
gosh.
star just because the angle is so weird that,
Yeah, whenever I got those weird awkward angles, I cut a big piece like that too. Because I'm like, I'm not even going to try to fudge this.
yeah. So I needed to put a different leader ender piece in so that I can use that extra for the other half of the star. Because yeah, that's the actual piece of fabric is just that tiny sliver.
Yeah, I was wondering how big those little slivers were whenever you actually had to go to do them.
But that's what makes the pattern so cool is that
Oh, definitely.
those tiny pieces.
Okay, I must really been busy this week because every one of my little rulers are missing from their normal spots. Okay. Found one. It's over on my cutting table.
Well, that makes sense. Have a ruler on the cutting table.
Yeah. Which is probably where my foundation paper piece ruler is, which is the Fallon ruler, the
Right.
Fallon 12-inch long FAP ruler that she made. I love that thing. And I've always kept it in with my lion pit. So I don't know where it went to. I don't see it in there now. I'm like, where did you go? I need my ruler. Hey, now we need dark blue stripe. Oh, that's gonna be a big piece. We're just gonna stitch this big boy on here, and then we'll cut.
And
You birds are making a bunch of ruckus over here.
for my leader ender, I was working on a Quilt of Valor project. So I just took my bonus triangles and sewed them into a pinwheel.
Oh, that is so pretty.
And in person, it's really hard to see on the camera, but there's actually two different pieces there. So I've got a mini little blue pinwheel and then it goes
Oh,
to
since
the
you said that,
darker.
yeah, now I can see it.
So that's
Oh,
my
that's awesome.
fun little thing. And Katie, the Greenland quilter, said she would take my bonus triangle. So I need to get a care package together for her.
Let's see. Hey, everybody's talking. Really got conversations going whenever we were talking about the menopause stuff.
Yep.
So are you going to
Well,
QuiltCon?
I am not, couldn't make the trip that far,
Yeah, same here.
but I will. I'm gonna take Sean's. I say this. We'll see if it actually happens. I may not be able to. I was gonna say I'm t gonna take Sean's early morning live spot since he'll be on the road and won't be live next Saturday. But with the time difference, I don't know that I will be up and have enough coffee to be live
Yeah,
streaming.
you definitely got to have the coffee for Sean's time slot. Yeah, to do Tom's or Sean's time slot, you definitely got to have your coffee.
But again, with the menopause symptoms, I am up at the crack of dawn.
Okay, let's see here. Raven says, I like summer here, but I wish we were further south so I could garden longer. Let's see. Andrea says, we have mowed every 2 weeks all winter long. We only had a couple of days of cold weather so far. That is awesome. How'd the bunnies do with all that freezing weather, Andrea? So that piece was actually big enough to go over two areas that it needed to be. Love it when that works out.
Yeah.
Oh, Andrea says that that her bunnies have really beautiful fur coats right now.
Oh, I bet.
Awesome. Rita says, I do not like even going a mile little alone going that far to QuiltCon. Although when QuiltCon is in Arizona, it is only like 30-minute drive from me, but still a long drive for me. But you definitely would not like living in the area of Tennessee I used to live in. Everything was 20-minute drive or more. One last piece, and then this one here is done.
I am on piece 7 of 9 with the
Awesome.
star. So,
Well, yours is a lot more smaller pieces and fiddly and everything, so mine
well,
are
and
all
I,
big pieces right now.
yeah, I started looking at the overall pattern, um, and there are 20 of the paper piece diamonds, and then a but like 30 other diamonds that you cut from just yardage. And so I'm trying to plan out that, and I may put substitute background for some of those. Um,
Uh-huh.
I'll just have to think how I want to do that part of it. And then, but each of the diamonds has sashing, and so she tells you to cut some background diamonds and then piece them to the background sashing, which I thought was an extra wasted step. So I'm probably going to try and figure out on my own how to do that without, make the diamonds bigger to accommodate the sashing so that I don't have to cut and piece quite as much. This is going to be an intense enough project without some of that extra
Hey, Auntie
filling.
Donna. Donna with Hemi Baying is here.
Hello, hello. Sorry you've been sick, Donna.
I know. I feel so bad for her. Because, for one, she does not like laying around.
Right?
Let's see. Rita says, I was stationed in U.S. Navy in Millington, Tennessee, so I still remember everything was so far away. Oh, wow. Well, thank you for your service. Everybody's saying good morning to Auntie Donna and asking how she's doing. She said, each day feeling better. Packing is letting up big. Plus, miss y'all. We miss you too.
I have to say that now that I work remote and and I'm not around kids as much anymore at this stage of my life, I have not really been sick, thank goodness.
Yeah, usually when I get sick, it's because my mom or my grandma next door are sick and
Hmm.
I help take care of them and do stuff for them. So then that means I catch it.
Yeah.
Me?
And spring, when everything starts blooming, we mostly, my husband, my daughter, and I tend to get more of the allergy type sinus junk,
Yes.
which can be just as miserable. But
Let's see. Hello, Nikki. How are you doing, hon? Okay, I got one piece here that I need to put 3 pieces of fabric on. Let's see if I can get this done and that attached to the bigger one before the end of this live stream.
woo,
So I can
goals.
officially say, hey, I got one block done.
Yep.
I did a lot of talking, so. Razor, you're getting on mommy's last nerve. Yes, you are, big boy. He's like, no, I'm not. Okay.
Okay, this is the last red piece, and then I've got some background, and then I can attach
So,
the two halves of the star.
so Nikki is asking what we're working on. I am working on the first one, the first row of letter E, which is row 5 of the lion right now. Work on that first block there.
I've got paper pieced stars. So here is a finished block that I did a while ago. This is going to be a very long-term project because it's taking, like, I'll do one block and then I'll walk away for a couple weeks.
And that's okay, because you got to go with how you can function with it. So you don't want
Yeah.
to overgo.
Well, so, and that's how I end up with so many things in progress. I never finish anything because I take on these gigantic projects and then don't dedicate the time to on a consistent basis to get it done. But that's part
Yeah.
of the reason I do the sew and chat on Wednesdays is that I can keep making progress on all of this stuff. And I got a little bit of a bubble here in my paper piecing. Oh well, no one will look that close. It'll quilt
Hey,
out.
Michelle says, hello, Quasar, Peaches, and Sky from Auntie Michelle. Okay, be quiet. Your Auntie Michelle said hi.
Two.
Yeah, you big bird. And Peaches, you're learning your big brother's bad habits.
My other bad habit that trips me up sometimes, if you look at how I've cut this paper, I left a big bit of the paper outside the seam allowance. And so when
Yes,
I turn it over, I'm thinking I need to cover all this area that's not actually in the pattern.
I do the same thing. So I always leave like a margin of
Yep.
the paper. So that way there, I know if I cover all that, then I'm good.
Yep.
Hey, Debeth, how you doing, hon? Dark blue stripe. Man, I am misplacing everything over here. Oh my goodness gracious, I'm so unorganized right now. Get me on a live stream and foundation paper piece, and I don't remember what it is I'm doing. Let's see. Oh, so back to the basics, quilting 101. Have you started recording your videos yet?
I am not doing the 101.
Oh, I thought you were.
No, I have some other collaborations that I'm doing, and I'm not in that one this year. But
Oh,
you
okay.
guys are doing a great series. I think that will be very popular.
Definitely. I cannot wait to see how it comes out. I'm like, I'm hoping fingers crossed to be able to start recording my videos tomorrow. So if all goes well, I'll be recording my videos tomorrow afternoon, or at least the first couple. Let's see. I'm so sorry. I thought you were in it too.
No, that's fine.
I don't know where I got that thought from, but okay.
Well, we were in Quiltmas together,
Yeah.
so that was a fun collaboration.
Oh my gosh, it was. And it was my first time ever doing that. So it was so
Oh
much
yeah.
fun and a completely different experience for me. I was like, I'm hooked. I love this.
Yep. Yep. Well, we will have to come up with some other plans for later in the year
Yeah,
to
I'm kind of
continue those.
thinking about doing like a Christmas in July, but I don't know if I'm going to do it as a collab or just a recorded video or what.
Mhm.
But I know I want to do something for Christmas in July.
Yeah, I did a small exchange last year for Christmas in July. Um, a few of us got together and we actually exchanged uh, quilty gifts. And so then we recorded opening presents. That was fun as uh,
Oh,
a
that
group
sounds
portion.
fun.
So yeah, I may reach out and organize something like that.
That sounds like it. That would be a lot of fun.
We kept it under $20, you know, some a few fat quarters and some other little notions and had fun.
Oh, you got to have fun.
So
That's kind
there's
of a
the
requirement. Because if you're
top
not having
half
fun, it's not
for
worth
it.
it.
And now I need to go find some of my other, all my other bonus triangles from last week are the same colors. So I'm not going to put those together because you gotta have contrast. So where's my other,
You
keep a
got this.
little bucket of half square triangles that I can sew together. And when they're little, when I have bonus triangles that are less than 2 inches, I actually sew them on the vertical instead of the diagonal, the shorter side. So then I
Uh-huh.
can make hourglass blocks instead of pinwheels.
Oh, that's awesome. See, oh no. Andrea says, I'm on call for federal jury duty for the next 3 months, so I
Ooh.
never know when I might have to show up. I know I don't have duty next week, and I have to call on Friday to see if they need me the following week.
Well, that is an important public service. Thank you for doing
Yes.
that, but I know it is a hassle too. Anytime you're on call and can't plan ahead,
Oh, I know. I
it's,
hate it whenever I get put on call with work.
yeah.
I'm like, but I don't want
Right? Don't put too much effort into those accommodations, right, Andrea?
to. Good morning, Dubravka. How are you doing?
We always need the temperature check from Dubrovka because she's about the furthest north, I think, at those cold Canadian temperatures.
Yeah, last time whenever we were having those severe freezes here in Michigan,
Mm,
Dubrovka was having -40.
yep.
I'm like, okay, I'm not
Whew.
fussing about mine then. I'm like, you won't hear me fussing about mine whenever you're having -40.
Yep.
Andrea says, I watch court cases all the time. The law is a huge interest of mine. That is awesome. Let's see. So do you have anything coming up on your channel this week or anything fun coming up?
Um, I have since I have Monday off work for the President's Day holiday, I will try to record some stuff. Um, because I want to do an explainer video for this project. So I will do that. I also need to, I've got the list of video topics is quite long. I need to
Yeah.
do a recap of my temperature quilt because I finished that from 2025. And yeah, so those are two of the things coming up. Um, we just kicked off the Field of Dreamers for Cotton Cuts.
Yep.
Are you in that?
I am not. I had to take a back seat to it
Mhm.
this time because finances and just
Yeah,
a bunch of other stuff going on.
yeah. Well, you've got fun stuff coming up. This watching this lion come together is exciting.
Definitely. And I love doing this and everything. I'm more of an instant gratification type of quilter. So this is like really pushing me outside of my limits. And it's like, okay, I just have to go with the flow and do little baby bites at a time.
Yep. So how does the instant gratification work with your EPP? Because I think of those as very slow projects.
They are very slow projects. However, I enjoy that because it forces my brain to calm down and relax
Hmm.
because it helps up my anxiety. And in a way, I'm looking at it as an instant gratification every time I get like a Hetsy basic
Yep.
or I get it put into a full bloom. And then whenever I get into the
Hmm.
larger ones take me a lot of more time and patience
Sure.
because it's like, okay, a lot longer to get where I want to be.
Yep. Yep, I can see that. But yeah, you're right. Every celebrating every little step is fun.
Exactly. I am just basting or not basting, but pinning this piece here together so that way there, hopefully I can get it stitched up real quick and be able to show off this block.
Yay.
Because I
Yeah,
would
I'm
like it
down
if
to
I
my
can at least,
last.
yeah, I would like if I can complete this one block before the end of the stream.
Okay, so I've got my two halves of my star here. And then it's like I don't exactly know where to line up these pieces. I guess that.
Oh, these birds are going nuts today.
Hmm.
Hey, Melissa. She must have just completed her run from this morning.
Good deal.
Yeah, she goes running a lot in groups and everything. And
I
so,
love the community that I hear about with runners, but I have never wanted to push myself like that. So,
no, I'm too much. I'm gonna be honest. I'm too clumsy. I would wind up killing myself. I would trip over something, fall into traffic, or over a cliff or something like that, and it would be the end of me. I can barely walk down the basement stairs without killing myself.
oh
As soon as I get
no,
this pressed,
shoot.
What? What?
I was all excited to be done, but
Oh,
I forgot to put the last background piece right here where you see all this big red.
oh no. If you turn it sideways, it looks like it's a star. Nope, other way. If you turn it the other way, look with the red part down. Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks like it's on a like a little
a
stand.
pedestal or like a shooting star there. But no, I gotta take it
Oh no,
apart.
I'm so sorry.
So the lesson for everybody when you're trying to rip out stitches of paper, always open it up and go from the fabric side, and that way you can use your paper again. It doesn't, it stays intact for at least one rip. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm
See,
always
that's
so
what
nervous
happens
anytime I
when
have to rip.
we start we start chatting and I don't pay attention to what I'm doing.
That is exactly the reason why I don't normally do foundation paper piece on a live stream.
But the other thing is, as you know, when I was first starting out quilting, I really hated the seam ripper and stuff. And now
And
I
I got
can,
block one done.
woo!
So this would actually go right over here. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, it's over on the other side, I believe. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out later.
Yep. But now I just accept seam ripping as part of the process and can not
Yeah, I
get
always
too.
worry if I miss something, if I can happen to see, don't have to seam rip one time.
Yep.
So I will work on cleaning up my area some now because that's all I'm doing for this stream. While you work on getting that one fit so that you can be able to show it off.
Oh,
Unless you're planning on waiting until later to fix it.
no, I was gonna do it now, but you don't have to, if you've got other stuff to do today, we don't have to extend
Oh
the live
no,
stream
I
just for
don't
me.
have anything else planned right now. So let's see. Let's go both of you to Bob's Coach says. I sprained my ankle on a 5K. I was okay. My mouse.
I'm looking at a bird.
I got a pop-up that is up over the conversation. Okay, let's see. Nikki says, I sprained my ankle on a 5K. I was looking at a bird. I am really good at hurting myself. Yeah, girl, twice now. I have went to go walk down the basement stairs and one foot slipped while the other one's like, nope, I'm staying right here. So then essentially I'm doing a split down the stairs because I'm still hanging on to the railing for dear life.
Yeah. Oh, that's terrible. Well, I just was clumsy this week and I was going downstairs for something and I went around the corner, you know, fast because I was irritated at having to go downstairs and I tripped over a box that we had left, you know, on the against the wall as you go around the corner and landed really hard on my hand. It's like, oh man, this stinks.
Let's see. Yeah, my microphone is really amazing about canceling out a background noise. So you guys really don't ever hear the birds. There's been times where I was actually on a Zoom before and Michelle and Melissa could see Luna barking, but they couldn't hear her.
Wow. Okay, so now I've got all of
Andrea
this.
says what I was really interested in was meteorology, but I didn't get a chance to do that either. Too many people are telling me what women should do and not do back in the day.
Yeah.
Melissa says, yes, 10K race practice is complete. No, thank you.
We'll admire you from our
I'll
couch.
rah-rah you.
Yeah. I'm a really good cheering section for runners.
Yes. I'm great at being a cheerleader. I am not, as long as I get to stay on the ground. Don't throw me up in the air.
Yeah.
Heather says, Danelle, I keep saying those stairs are not a slip and slide. But I was just practicing my gymnastics.
That's the Summer Olympics, Donnell.
I don't know the way I'm going and everything. It's going to be one up being the Special Olympics. It's not going to be doing it from a wheelchair if I keep going this way. My husband and son got the tread that go on stairs onto like the wooden stairs to make it the little grippier so your foot doesn't slide as easily. So they're going to be ripping the carpet off and making sure there's no staples or nails or anything like that, and then putting those down. So hopefully I won't have any more slip and slides. Oh no, Nikki said I smacked my forehead on the bathroom sink when I bent over last week. Oh no.
So here's my little hourglass leader ender.
Oh wow. That
Um,
is so stinking tiny.
I know they're so tiny and cute, but I've got a whole bucket full and I'm not doing anything with them. So, okay. And then I can trim off this corner and match up my seams again, and we will have a beautiful
Oh
block.
wow. Andrea just got a text from Shabby Fabric about a shamrock, a pot of gold, and a rainbow FPP video. I gotta go watch after this, she says.
Okay, so I've got my pieces lined up.
Good morning, Jessica Coldy. I'm gonna let you know right now we do not talk politics in here, so please do not bring that up again.
Yes, Joe is saying with FPP, my blocks line up. It is, whoop, I just tried to stick my finger.
Yeah, June, that's how I've been doing it lately, either that or scooting on my booty. Heather says, Danelle, if you fall down the stairs again, I'm going to start being concerned. You might have a poltergeist in the house. I would have to blame my dad or my grandmother. Most likely my dad. I couldn't see my grandmother doing that to me. I didn't really know my dad, so I can't really speak on him. Nikki says she likes the colors.
Yeah, I thought that red was appropriate for Valentine's Day.
Yes, that red is so pretty. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yay! That's how it's supposed to look.
It's the party.
So, yeah, they're just really subtle polka dots there in that fabric. So,
Yep. So for now on, I will not be adding any more rows to this until I get all my blocks all completed. So I had an empty bin here, one of those empty art bins, and I am going to start putting, as I get the blocks done up, I will show you the block, and then that way there you guys can actually see the block being done. And then I'm just going to put it in here until they're all done, and then I'll put it all together. Because I don't want to have to keep pulling that thing down off the wall because it's a pain in the booty to pull off the wall.
yep, but it looks good just looking over your shoulder there with those pretty eyes. So,
Let's see. I have unfortunately had experience with the poltergeist who thought dragging people down the stairs was funny. Oh, wow. I can't say I've had that experience. And I hope I don't.
okay,
Okay,
so
guys, it is going on quarter after 11, and I am going to take off. Do you have anything that you want to bring up on this?
No, I just want to thank you for having me on, and thanks everybody that chatted with us this morning. It was so much fun.
I hope everybody has a wonderful, beautiful, amazing Valentine's Day. If your sugar booger did not try and get you something, pinch his cheek. Tell him to go get busy. Write out a card or something. I hope everybody has a beautiful day, and I will see you guys all back here tomorrow morning. I will be doing English paper piecing tomorrow. So I don't know how many more live streams I can handle doing FPP on.
Yep.
Talk to y'all later. All done.
Thank you.